You look in the mirror and you say, God damn, these are too many sweater balls to get away with. Good day, and welcome to Temporary Feeling of Accomplishment. Today we are going to be talking about sweater lint ball removal. Here at Temporary Feeling of Accomplishment, what we like to do is come together with stories, projects, ideas that you can do that will give you that temporary feeling of accomplishment, which may last anywhere between an hour to 24 hours, but it is temporary. Today, we are going to talk about sweater ball lint removal. For ease of discussion and fluency, we will just be referring to them as sweater balls. Now, sweater balls are different than actual lint on a sweater. So, lint on a sweater is external. It might be cat hair, it might be pollen, it might be just something light and easy which you can remove. But sweater ball lint, sweater balls, are different. Sweater balls are not external, they are internal to the sweater. Sweater balls come out of the sweater. It's like a sweater's self-destructive actions. And the sweater will accumulate and then release these sweater balls, but these sweater balls don't drop from the sweater, no. They actually, like bear claws, bare teeth, bear trap, grab into the sweater and stay there. And at points of where you have the most friction, you will find the most sweater balls. And what does this mean? You go into your closet, you see a sweater that you want to wear, you put that sweater on, you think, okay, I see some sweater balls, but this isn't too bad. I'm going to be able to get away with this. You go about the rest of your morning getting dressed, and when your final look through to see what your outfit looks like, you look in the mirror and you say, God damn, these are too many sweater balls to get away with. And you have to take that sweater off. And what do you do with that sweater? You put that sweater in isolation. And when you put that sweater in isolation, you go back into your closet and you see that sweater and you think, I did not take the sweater balls off of that sweater. And you feel some kind of way about it because it is isolated from the rest of the sweaters that you have worn, because you don't want to have that experience again. And it is in this backdrop where we have sweaters that have been left untended to, like a person who has a dog that needs grooming and they have not groomed the dog for over 3 weeks past the point, and every time they look at that dog they think, God damn, I should have groomed that dog, and they feel bad. But feel bad no more. Today we're going to get rid of your sweater balls, and your sweaters are going to feel like new, and your sweaters are going to come out of isolation, and your sweaters are going to go in with the regular sweaters. And you're going to feel that temporary feeling of accomplishment. So, let's get started. Just going to give you a few basic information, a little bit of basic information here. This is a regular traditional lint brush. You may have seen these. I grew up with these. They have an arrow here to tell you which direction to swipe in. These are good for, light external lint that has accumulated to your clothing. This here is what you use if you're dealing with cat fur, pet fur, that kind of thing. This really gets it going. This is not so good on pet fur. But sweater balls. So I'm going to show you an example of these sweater balls, and it's not actually on a sweater, it's on a woolly sock. So you're going to see, you see those? You see that? All those things. And what happens is, what's so tricky about these sweater balls is that you look at them and you think, oh, I can sit here, I can pull these bad boys out. I can pull these out and we can get somewhere and I'm going to have a good clean sweater in a minute, and you start going and you don't even realize how many sweater balls you've got. You don't even realize. So this is where we bring in the heavy artillery. So this is a product here. This is not a paid sponsorship. This is a product here called Wonder Lint. Now, I used to have a battery-operated lint delinter thing. It doesn't have the power of this. This is a heavy-duty. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this compared to my head. It is as big as my head. Do you see that? This is taking some lint off. Look at the capture on this. Look at that. Look at what that can capture. I wish I had that other little battery operated one for you guys to see, but it went away in a decluttering. So here, now what's great about this is you can plug this in. So you know if you can plug this in, you're getting some good power. Let's go plug this bad boy in. I'll be right back. So now, delinting. Now let me just show you what goes on with a sweater. What happens with a sweater is lint balls accumulate, accumulate at the points of friction. So the points of friction, like this sweater here, this sweater has been in isolation for quite a while. This sweater here, if you look at it, at the points of friction, which would be arms rubbing the side of your flank, that's where you get some sweater balls. Look at that. Look at that. Sweater balls all up under the armpit. All up. Now I have tried to go out with this sweater because I like this sweater. This sweater's got a hood, but these sweater balls, they're too much. And I have sometimes looked at this and thought, oh, these are just a few sweater balls. I'll just pluck off a few. I'll just kind of minimize it, kind of thin the herd, and then I'll be able to walk out with this. But every time I hit that final mirror, that final look through, I say, God damn it, I need to put this sweater in isolation. It goes back in isolation. But you've got the Wonderlint. It's as big as my head. What you're going to do, you're just going to push on. Now let's do this. I'm not going to do this on this sweater. We're going to do this on a sock first to show you. So let's take a look. Let's look at this before. You see that? Now what you're going to do, this camera, we're going to get a production team sometime. Here we go. You hear that? Now watch this, guys. Do you see that? You see that? Look at that. That whole area is now clean. So let's see if we can find another. Oh, look at that. Unroll those bad boys. Look at that. A whole strip. And here I was going to show you this. It's going to feel good. I'm going to put my foot up so we get some. See if we could watch this. Watch. Look at that. Look at that. Whole patch clean. So guys, that's what this is about. So today, a temporary feeling of accomplishment. What you can do is get yourself one of these bad boys that you plug in. And you get your sweaters. You get your woolen socks. You get your sweaters that have been in isolation. And you go. You have at it with your delinter and get rid of those sweater balls. And what this is going to do is you're going to be able to take these sweaters out of isolation, put them in with your regular sweaters. And so you're going to have a feeling of accomplishment. Let's say you do this today. You're going to have a feeling of accomplishment when you're finished with all your sweaters. But you know what? This is one of those longer lasting temporary feelings of accomplishment. Because tomorrow morning, when you get up and you go into your closet and you see that the section of sweaters is bigger than it used to be because all of the sweaters with sweater balls that were in isolation are now in the main arena with the rest of the sweaters, you are going to feel a sense of accomplishment. You will feel productive. You will feel satisfied. And that's what this show is all about. Making sure that you feel productive. Making sure that you feel satisfied with a temporary feeling of accomplishment. Until next time. You could trace out these four fingers. This is a 4-fingered frog. That's what I'm teaching you here now. 4-fingered frog. Hey boys and girls,